Papa Loco, what it is? J. Karma, talk to me. What's going on, Royal Blue? Indigo Blue, what's up? Mara, what's up with you? The young phases, alright. Grand Rising. Manze Adja. Adja. I hope I can say that right. Manzi Adja. Probably. Robin Green, how you doing? E.C.L. I'm well back in the bloody hospital. Oh shit, Mara. I'm gonna call you, Mara. I'm gonna call you I guess it's nighttime where you at. Tonight, soon. What's going on, Joya? Joya! Mama Karen, how you doing, sister? I hope everything working out with that boy. Oh man, I got a like on this piece. Good job. Everybody, how everybody doing this morning? JB Sparkle, what's up? Everybody, I'm in a good space. I was sick. It was a lingering head thing. It wasn't no lung, no stomach, no chest. It just was a head thing for me. So now I'm feeling a lot better, and I'm gonna get it right. Warrior Goddess, simply the best. What's up, Amber Lewis? The Asia Divine Jewel. Go ahead and say it. Miss Kessler. So, everybody, we just gonna jump into this thing, and I want to make sure you guys understand this right here. So this is gonna be one that's gonna be quite personal to you and to me. And when I say quite personal, because I want us to take accountability for this one right here. I've had to take accountability for it, and I want you guys to take accountability for this particular ancestor energy that we don't understand, or that we sit up here and and it's so bad we do a claim to fame on it. We'll sit up here and say, okay, this is the way it should be. I'm just built like this. I'm just speaking my piece. I'm just letting you know my truth, and I tell it like it is. It's all in the sense of that energy, but that's all a defense mechanism, people. And the reason why I'm coming at you guys with a lot of psychology, because let's face it, psychology and spirituality are one and the same. It's no different, because what the mind thinketh, the will can achieve, the spirit has to do. Even the body has to listen to the mind. So when we sit up here and we go all about and we try to separate our human half from our spiritual selves, and we tend to limit ourselves and to miss out. I've seen people say, well, spirituality is a duality. It's only two parts. And I'm like, well, how the hell this can be two parts when the saying goes mind, body, and soul? So spirituality is a three-part system. But everybody will tell you, oh, you need just the male and the female hemisphere of your brain or the energies to work in order to be a complete spiritualist. And we oftentimes ignore the body. And the body is the biggest fucking organ we got. The body is the sensor magnet. The body tells us pain, anger, sorrow, fear, excitement. And we'll say, let's get rid of the body. Its flesh is evil. And over time, when you disavow your flesh, your physical body that's walking around carrying your soul, carrying your emotions, carrying your spirit, that body begins to take on a life of its own. And it becomes something you can't control. That's why a lot of people have addictions. Cigarettes, skydiving, doing dangerous shit, addicted to sex, addicted to television, addicted to anything, cutting themselves, tattooing, all that stuff. It's because the body is craving attention. Now, what does what I'm saying today has to do with the ancestor energy and the thought processes that our mind going to? So there's a word called, I hope I can say it right, Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. It's a German word, and I heard it growing up, but I never understood what it said. I just thought the Germans was just crazy, screaming ass white people. I never seen a black German. Well, I know they exist. They have to, but only things I seen on TV was the MASH and the Nazis and all the motherfucking German people screaming out words and shit, and it sounded funny because I'm like, damn, talking to a German man, and boy, you got to be angry just to conversate with him, just making jokes and shit. So I started looking up the word shouting, shouting Freude. I can't say it. You can tell I'm an old Southern mofo. Let me say it in my old Southern tongue, and fuck it, put the pieces together. So when I started looking up Schadenfreude, I was like, man, this is some heavy shit. So I'm gonna tell you what Schadenfreude is, and I want you guys to really take a look at yourself. Look in the mirror. So Schadenfreude is the pleasure derived by someone from another person's misfortune. Pleasure derived from seeing somebody else go through pure D hell. Now, people, how many of us is so damn guilty of wishing hatred on somebody? How many of us is guilty of saying that bitch gonna get what they get in the end? That bitch gonna get theirs, and I hope I'm here to see it. How many of us go around saying that type of shit? Hmm? Say this word must be heavy. People, Schottenfreude. Again, I'm a Southern brother, so I'm gonna say it, and I'm man enough to call myself out. So we go around here with this nasty ass energy of Schottenfreude. We just can't wait for our enemy, our person who wronged us to suffer, to be fucked over, to fall on their own sword. Military people do it. Hell, preachers do it. Spiritualists do it. I did a live. I did a live about 2-3 weeks ago, where I found out a couple people was disrespecting me, lying on me, saying some fucked up shit about me, and I got so mad I went over there to shoot that guy a tire out. So I can get a little enjoyment of this motherfucker having to spend their money. I could get some enjoyment of them having to suffer a little bit to spend money on new tires or to fix the car or whatever. Shouting for them. That's what that's what I want to do. But spirit intervened and caused me to get a flat tire because that's what I wanted to do. And then I found out the person was working under their car all day. So if I would have went over there and hid off in the cut and shot that person tire out, that car could have crushed that person, killed him. I'm in prison for murder, people. But when we talk about shouting for gaining joy and pleasure from somebody else's misfortune, this is typically a defense mechanism. We says they hurt me. Now I want to see them hurt. I want to hurt them. And people, I'm going to be 100% right now and tell you, as a spiritualist, people who's trying to enlighten themselves, you're going to come up across this shit right here. You're going to face this every day. Every day. This is your challenge to know when to deploy Schottenfreude or when to just say it ain't fucking worth it. 90% of the time, you're going to be like, fuck them. Let karma handle it. That's how you kick this in the ass. Now let's take this back to our ancestor. That's ancestor energy. I'm going to focus on that. And we'll start with just 450 years ago. slavery here in America. Those ancestors, not the ones from Africa or the ones from the indigenous tribes of America. The ones that was brought over here or transplanted or mistreated. We, as a black society, indigenous society, whatever you want to go, you can't say these words no more, they're taboo now. But we, as brown and black people, was so disenfranchised that we wish so much hate on the person that was fucking us over. We wished it. We wished it. We wished the hate. But we never truly acted as powerful as we could have, as much as we could have to stop it. So by us sitting up here wishing so much bad and hate, all that shit came directly back on us. I know this is a very unpopular opinion, but I'm telling you guys the truth here. Every time we sat up there and we wish that someone else would get misfortune, someone else would fail, someone else would crumble, their livelihood would fuck up and fall, it hit us even harder. It's only when we decided to uprise, take over, and do better, to physically nip that shit in the bud, that we made the shit better. Now, I don't know if that's going over you guys' head, but I'm finna talk to you a little bit, people, because I'm guilty of it. Our ancestors during the time of slavery, they felt outclassed, outmatched, and overwhelmed. So they could only sit up there and pray to their gods and their statues and their totems to punish the white man, to punish the oppressors. And if you really understand spirituality, the more you ask for divine punishment of someone or to happen to someone, the universe say, I gotta give that back to you because those people are a reflection of you. This is how you allowed them to treat you. So I have to give it back to you if I'm gonna give it to them. It's the rules. So the more we wish suffering on those people, the more they made us suffer. Granted, they got some punches and shit in the universe, and karma kicked their head in and smashed up their nuts. I get it. Now, I'm finna bring something to your attention, people, and I want you guys to understand what I'm saying. We have been taught wrong. We have been taught that let go and let God. Don't worry about it. The universe will take care of it. Shit gonna be okay. You just keep being you. God gonna take care of you when you die. Go to the land of milk and honey, and the Bible will smite your enemies and shit like that. We were taught wrong. It's only when you stop thinking, hoping, wishing, and praying that you can see and witness the suffering and the punishment of your ops. And then you have to go and do something about it. Now, once you go and do something about it, you just broke that whole ideology of Schottenfreude, gaining pleasures from somebody else's downfall, because that's a mind thing. But when you go up there and you slap a bitch in their motherfucking face, bow, for pissing you off, for trying your spirit, for testing your character, it's gratifying. It's empowering. Now you don't have to sit up there and have your ancestor energy suffering due to this made up concept that I want them to fail. You say, bitch, I don't want you to fail, but I'm finna stop you from fucking with me. I'm finna put a stop to your shit so you don't make me fail. Are you guys hearing me? I bet just bearing this shit sound like you telling us to jump up and whoop everybody's ass who piss us off. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not telling that. Be very tactful. That's solecism. We're gonna get into that shit later. What I'm saying is, the more we practice Schottenfreude, the more we want to get pleasure from somebody else's downfall, the more we injure ourselves, the more we hinder our spirit, and the more we stay chained up. Because these are thought processes. I wish that bitch that cheated on me never find love. While you hoping and wishing that person that cheated on you never find love, you sitting up there, double-edged sword, two-pronged attack, afraid to even go out there and look for love. I'm going to step on your toes because I'm stepping on mine. I'm like that. And speaking of love, let's go into this relationship shit. I'm finna help you people. Because we have to defeat these ideas and these constructs that social media and that the TV and that the narrative from our training, mamas, grandmothers, grandfathers, granddaddy have put inside us that, okay, let go and let God. You hurt me, I'm gonna bust your ass up to the best of my ability. No, I'm not gonna go to the closet and do a magical spell. That's where we fuck up at as spiritually. Because we want to sit up here and run and throw a bitch in a pot every time they piss us off. But throwing a motherfucker in your sacred pot of work means that you have to think about that shit. You have to give it attention and energy. That means you have to take your idea, your focus off of some shit that can benefit you on a more positive, constructive level, just to go over there and put a bitch in a pot, burn a candle, meditate over it every damn day and shit. Those 20, 30 minutes of meditating on that person's downfall, schadenfreude, could be spent working on your $1,000,000 idea, can be spent working on your relationship, can be spent building yourself back up so that you could be a productive member in your society. I don't think y'all hear me. It's very comfortable. 100%. It's very comfortable going in your closet, your dark space. It's very comfortable sitting up there doing a reversal candle. It's very comfortable sitting up there hiding your hand and throwing spell work at bitches. It's very fucking comfortable, but this is a coward's way of doing things. We can't sit up there and directly engage with somebody, cut that shit off at the source, because we too afraid that if we do that, society gonna look at us as criminals, offenders, and everything else. So we'll go in the closet and spend $10,000 on shit and money, waste time, money and energy and idea and thought process on getting your lick back just to do what? Gain pleasure from watching a bitch suffer. Schadenfreude. If I'm not making sense, or if I'm acting like I'm too high and mighty, I'm here to tell you a difference. So, and I'm transparent as fuck. I told you I'm gonna run for the president of the United States of America, so y'all could use all this shit to me. You know, nothing go away in cyberspace. The Baron is petty, was petty, and done did some fucked up shit when it come to the spell work. So I'll be transparent with you guys. So one of the mothers of my children, and I've spoke about this before, but I'm gonna reiterate. One of the mothers of my children. I was going through so much hell with this woman. Child support, bitching, fucking with me. I couldn't see my kid. Pain, just motherfucking pain. See my son and he not healthy, all out of shape, and the diabetic. How the fuck you a kid diabetic at 7 years old? You know, burn me the fuck up, y'all. So I'm like, I can't kick her ass because you know men can't beat women. I can't talk to the lawyer or the judge because I ain't got that much money. So what do I know how to do? I'm a spiritualist. So I go in that motherfucking closet. I get that black pie, get them peppers, get that rooster, get all that shit I need. Bum, 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 that, yeah, yeah. And I sat up there and I devoted an hour a day of nothing but mantras and chanting for this bitch to lose everything. For her to lose every single thing. And rightfully so, she did. I walked in the courthouse. We both walked in that motherfucker. She was a wreck. I was poised, looking good. I ain't wearing no suit, but bitch, your bro was sharp. I ain't dressed like I had $1 million because I ain't know if they were gonna say, okay, bitch, that's a $700 suit you wearing. Bitch, you can afford X, Y, and Z. I went in there looking good, fly, smelling good. Poised, had all my papers together, trimmed up. She came in there looking like a motherfucking dish rag, shaking, flustered. Got to talking. I know what I had did. Me, the judge, everybody had gotten acquainted. For 31 days, I was in that bitch up to the day, wishing, hoping, and praying, sacrificing, and juicing. Baby, I worked that spell. Went up in there, the judge didn't want to hear a goddamn thing she had to say. 100% custody. And then I look at my spell work as it continued after the fact. And I was very happy that this bitch at the time was getting it. I'm petty. I'm stepping on my own toes. I'm just being transparent. I was very happy at the time that she was getting served up what the fuck she needed to get served up. She couldn't think, couldn't focus, no house, no car. It was going just as I wrote on my petition and put it in that pot, baby. I was getting it. I was, ooh, woo. You got dog it. But when the glory and the laughter and the joy died down, and I seen the true effects of what that spell did to that particular woman, and I seen how not only it affected her, but it affected the relationship with her son, I had to look in the mirror and say, Baron, you motherfucking wrong. You let that shit carry on too long. All because you was afraid to get in that person's face and say, hey, this is my son. I'm going to do what I got to do. I can make your life just as hell as you making mine on a physical level. But I ran to that motherfucking closet and did what I know because I was afraid, people. And I got pleasure from watching this motherfucker fall. I convinced myself I did it to save my son. But then I had to say that's a farce. That's bullshit. Because he got me as a daddy. He got me as a daddy. He gonna be saved, protected, and well off because my spiritual work transcends to all my children. So that was a made up motherfucking ideology that gave me the reason to do what I did. But doing that spell caused that woman to spiral. Damn near to this day, she's just getting better. My son, 21, 22. So that was like a 14-year motherfucking fuck up on this woman. I undid it. I unraveled the doll and all that shit though. I went hard. But the lingering effects, it stopped being fun. It stopped being gratifying. Now, I'm being transparent with you guys. How many of you guys, right now, you mofos out there listening to this, pointing the finger and laughing, saying, ha ha ha, kiki, that's fucked up, the Baron did some shit. But how many of you motherfuckers still got people on your altar that you don't like? How many of you got motherfuckers buried in the cemetery that you should have been dug up that motherfucking spell? How many of you motherfuckers got people under your chicken coop? I'm teaching you some shit. My Patreon is a motherfucker. How many of y'all got people under your chicken coop that you done forgot? They piss you off for one moment and you done put them in a pot and you done fucked them up and you fucking their life up and you ain't even getting gratitude from the fuck up no more. You just sitting up there enjoying the simple fact that, okay, I got my lick back. That seemed to be the thing today. How many of you guys still carrying on spell work years and years, hoping, wishing a bitch falls so you can stand there, point the finger and laugh? I had a hand in that. And it's so sad, people, that you done forgot that you even did the spell, and now you saying, oh, that bitch got just what she deserved. Because karma took over and took it over. Karma did that. You forgot that you had a hand in it. Schottenfreude. I derived great joy and great peace from seeing this girl go through what the fuck she put me through. I had to undo it. Get redemption, pray. Because I let it carry on too long. And I'm saying this because as spiritualists, we out here doing the same motherfucking thing, people. I'm just man enough to admit that I fucked somebody's life up. I did it. I'm also man enough to admit that I did what I could to fix that person's life financially. And that person is doing quite well. Still not as good as I think they could have if I ain't put that chicken on their ass. But I took responsibility and freed that situation up. Some of you guys are so hateful, grateful-hearted, and petty that you guys will let that shit sit on that person and just fuck that person world up. Why? Because they hurt your feelings. Because they doing better than you. Because you jealous, they called you out, stepped on your motherfucking toes. And then you wonder why you can't ascend to the highest level that you want to go to. And you wonder why shit get the fucking up in your life. Because what I say, when you hurt somebody else, you're hurting that version of yourself. Because everything is just mental constructs. You think I'm going to waste my energy trying to get back at a bitch who done hurt me? I felt weak a couple weeks ago and I was going to shoot them tires out. And Spirit stopped me and said, you're better than that, homeboy. And then they showed me after the fact that they stopped me that if you had done this, your ass would have been in prison. I have to eat that. It's a struggle. But not every time somebody fucking piss you off, just because you know how to put a bitch in a pot, just because you know how to hurt a motherfucker, just because you know what to do when a motherfucker done hurt your motherfucking feeling, don't mean you should do it. This is Schottenfreude. And you think your higher self is going to be happy with that? You think God, if you believe in an outside source, is going to be happy with that? No. When you could have went up there and said that shit directly to that person and nipped that shit in the bud. Oh, I don't like how Becky talked to me all the motherfucking time. So I'm going to do something to her. I'm going to burn a candle on the bitch. I'm going to get her fired with magic. I'm going to do all this shit. And as that person's life go to purely shit, you sitting up there enjoying it. You are enjoying it so much that you don't even know the basic principle of doing magic. That once you employ magic, you have to take it off. Once you employ dark magic to somebody, you have to set a time on that petition to undo it. My grandma taught me the right way. I ain't all good. I got my pettiness. My grandma had her pettiness. But you never employ a detrimental situation on somebody for eternity. You gonna suffer. Because that's your energy digging into that negative shit, keeping it going. So if you gotta touch the boo-boo, you're gonna smell like boo-boo. That's why we say in magic you got dirty hands, eh? Y'all ain't getting it. Y'all ain't getting it. Let me say it a different way. That was just me. Now, for us that done been in relationships, that got cheated on, that got used, that got made to be a fool, played around, fucked on, stole from. I done been through all that shit. You meet somebody that you got the light of love in your eyes, lust and everything else. You're just happy, seeing the future. The person don't be honest with you. They make you feel like you the only one, and around the corner they round there throwing puss out both pants legs and throwing dick around the corner if it can stretch. And then you say that bitch hurt me. That bitch used me. Used me for my coochie. Use me for my dick. Use me for my money. Use me for my house. Use me for my car. Use me. And you say, I want to get that bitch back. So you go and you employ shit, or you employ people like me, such as spiritual people, to get some retribution for you. And we'll do it. We'll do it. I don't know how other spiritualists do it, but I understand. I'm going to do what you ask. And I'm going to set a time limit. Now, if that person don't fall in that time limit that I set, don't blame me. I did the work. I'm just letting you know I set a time limit. Because I don't want to keep digging in my motherfucking ass to give my energy to dark spell work or to hatred. How many of us guilty of fucking people over in our relationships who hurt us? See, as I've grown and I'm understanding my weaknesses, and I've done a little shadow work, and I've understood that I'm petty and I'm angry and I'm human, and I don't have to help everybody, and I don't have to be everybody's friend, and I don't have to make everybody fucking happy. Now that I'm understanding that, it's less likely that I'm gonna sit up here and want to do harm to somebody on a spiritual level. I decided I'm gonna check your ass on the 3D and the physical. Drop a negative fucking comment that pissed me off. I'm gonna clap back. Yeah, it's gonna be some choice words. I got you. I'm gonna meet you where you at. I'm gonna take it as far as you take it. And let me tell you why that statement needs to be in your arsenal. Because you let somebody know, bitch, I am not here to take your shit. You are not finna invade my mental peace, my presence, my inner sanctum with your fuckery. All because I said the word gay and nobody can say that word no more. Or I called you a nigga and nobody can say that word no more. Hell, I said you was a fucked up individual or petty or immature, or I just say you an asshole. I'm offended. So now I got to take your retribution because I curse you out, versus you saying, hey, don't talk to me like that. Don't you ever talk to me again. It's up to me to accept that. And if I can't accept what you just said, then you ignore the fuck out of me. You ain't got to do no nasty shit. People say, man, that person just took advantage of you. Are you going to put them in a pot? Are you going to get your lick back on these people? Why the fuck would I do that? Why the fuck? You already done took money from me. You already done took time from me. You already done took my old lady. You already done took my man. Why the fuck I'm going to sit up here and beat you down spiritually when I could say to give you the proverbial fuck you? I don't need Schottenfreude to make me a man, to make me feel whole in myself. The bitch just didn't see the glory in me. The nigga just didn't see the glory in you. Move on. But everybody want that lick back. That's Schottenfreude. I just want my lick back. I want to see him suffer. I want to see her suffer in misfortune. See the pain I can inflict and cause on that person in that relationship. It'll make me feel good. All while you just beating yourself down and killing your motherfucking self. Because every bit of joy you get from another motherfucker suffering, you sit up there and you hurt yourself because deep down inside you feel sorry for that person. That's how we was built. To feel sorry for the people who's going through conflict. And if you're causing the conflict 100%, guess what? You're going to feel sorry 100%. It may be enjoyable, but you're going to feel sorry for it. Uh, What can one of my moderators block this particular asshole? Thank you, Queen Midas. People, it hurts them more when you disavow them, when you don't think about them or let them know they're getting to you. Not everybody deserves to go in a pot on some relationship shit, because there's people who you done fucked over in your lifetime in a relationship because you chose somebody different. They supposed to put you in a pot. What make you different from them? I mean, let's be realistic. Now let's talk about religion here. Spirituality. Us spiritualists. Us spiritualists. Our spiritual selves. I don't give a fuck how you gonna call it. We are held to a higher standard. We should not be practicing Schottenfreude. And let me tell you why. We know motherfucking better. We know better. We know that if we can sit up here and induce hatred, hurt, and harm to somebody, do you think our spiritual selves, our God, is going to sit up there and say, yeah, you one of the good ones, come on into heaven, let me give you your own universe? Because that's the goal, to get our own universe. Each individual one of us need to have our own universe. I'm telling you, that's the goal. When you die, you're going to realize the Baron was right. But we as spiritualists, we shouldn't be adhering to Schottenfreude. We shouldn't be getting joy from a bitch misfortune. Because all this life is teaching us is how we're going to treat our underlings or our own creation in our next life. And if we can't rise above our pettiness, our insecurities right here, why the fuck the grand architect of the universe gonna say, hey, well done, my son, well done, my child, well done, my daughter. Let me give you whatever the fuck you want. This is your world to do what you want. Because we're gonna go over there and we're gonna wreak pure D motherfucking havoc. Because we petty and insecure. And we don't mind getting pleasure from a bitch suffering. Oh, I'm not done on with the spiritualists here. We know better. Again, I practice Southern folk magic. It's a mix-up of everything that ever came before me that my grandma ever taught me. Sometimes I employ different deities from different cultures, different realms. Things they say should not be put on my lips. Names shouldn't be said out my vocal cords. Something I shouldn't think about, whether I'm not initiated, whether I haven't been through it, whether I ain't got no real understanding. And those people who has that energy to say that you're not important enough or worthy enough to worship our deities or our God, I'm gonna wish hatred on you. But you're gonna call yourself a spiritualist. It ain't that I said anything negative about you. It ain't that I did anything to hurt your character. It ain't that I fucked your wife or your husband or hurt your kids or stole your money. It's the simple fact that you feel I don't or shouldn't or can't do something that you doing. I'm not smart enough, worthy enough, strong enough, good enough. So I'm gonna do spell work in the closet on you to make you fail, hurt, and harm yourself, look like a fool. But yet you'll go up there and lay a positive hand and give a positive spell or love spell, money spell, prosperity spell, health spell. You're going with the same filthy fucking hands and you'll go and do that to somebody you care about until they piss you off. And then you're going to take that same boo-boo ass hand and you're going to smear it on their work. Because you think they hurt you or you don't think they should be able to talk to you that way because of what you done been through and what you done did and the steps you done took. And this is not just one spiritual system. This is literally all of them. Christianity got so many people confused because they say, come to me, you sick, tired, beat up, fucked up sinners. You can come to me as a sinner and I'll wipe you clean. And the shit is virtually empty. Just when I think of Christianity, I think of a bunch of motherfuckers standing in a white room looking at each other saying, what you did wrong. Then I did something more wrong than you, so I can accept you for the shit that you did wrong because my wrong was worse than yours. That's all I see. Ain't nobody there wiping us down, cleaning us up, saying you got the power to change, you got the power to do this. No. When I think about the Ephah, Yoruba practice, I think about the principalities that each one of those deities and saints stood for, and how if you pay attention and you listen, they can clean you up, help you out, make you great. That's true religion there. I think about voodoo and the naturism and of it, and how just doing stuff from the earth and understanding the power that this planet of ours got, understanding how a spirit can live in a fucking rock, and understand how the water can heal you if you employ the name of this entity while you drink it. Baby, this is real. But then I can't practice any of them because I haven't went through the ceremonies. But then why is it in here? Why is it in here? Why can't I uphold the principles and I can have reverence for the priest and the priestesses in that order, but I can't live it or be it? And because I say I'm not gonna, I don't feel comfortable doing it, but I'm gonna hold true and respect it. Oh, I'm gonna punish you. I'm gonna call you out your name. I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna wish hatred on you and your services and everything else. Come on, people, let's be fucking honest. But yet, we'll sit up there with the same tongue that I just cursed you with, that you just cursed me with, sit up there and say you love somebody. How can you say that? How can you say it? How can you wish misfortune on somebody out of pettiness, anger, and ego? When you're supposed to be using all those jagged ass emotions to get to the next level. I don't have time to wish that hate on you. I don't have time to sit up there and say you're not worthy. And my teachers, hey, everybody can do what I do. Everybody is just as psychic. Everybody have the same connection to every deity in this world that has ever been thought of by your ancestors, known and unknown. So if I can think it, I can tap into it. If I can believe it, then God damn it, it's my divine birthright to deal with it. I may not deal with it the same way you deal with it, but it's not your fault to sit up here and say, I can't talk to Odin because I'm not white. I can't talk to Zeus because I'm not Greek. I can't talk to Jupiter because I'm not Roman. You go to Africa, there's so many tongues and so many tribes. You have a Nazi, you have so many gods and so many deities that represent something to so many people. But because I'm not from that tribe, you telling me I can't fucking deal with them? But yet they're in my brain, they're talking to me, they're giving me ideas, inspirations. And because I'm not from that tribe, I'm blaspheming. I'm derogatory, degradizing what the fuck you got going on with yours. Keep in mind, when you hate on me, that's you hating on yourself. So that means your connection with your spirit, your spiritual team, your ancestral lineage, your celestial beings ain't locked in. That you have to sit up there and hate on me for just thinking about it. What? I'm that much powerful that I'm gonna break your connection with yours just because I'm communicating with them too? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So why sit up there and do spell work on somebody just because of you and your feelings? That's how you die. That's how the system and the masses keep your ass separate. That's why we can't connect. That's why we can't beat these spiritual segregations that's coming between us. That's why you can't see the glory in me and I can't see the glory in you. Do the Schottenfreude. I want to see you fail. And if I can see you fail, I want to motherfucking enjoy it. And if I happy that you failed, it gives me a light and a source. I can use that to just empower me to do more fuck shit. Cause seeing somebody fail at your hands is not gonna sit up there and say, hey, I saw this person fail, so let me sit up there and be a better person now because I got my lick back. Because every time you get your lick back, you saying a bitch do it to me, I'm going to get my lick back again. And this time I'm going to do something even better. I'm going to do something even worse. I'm going to take that bitch all the way to infinity. Because my lick count. I'm matter. I'm that. I'm this. And then you go down a dark ass path. And then you wonder why you losing your finances and you losing your future and you losing your fortune and you losing your husband, you losing your wife, or you can't find either. So people, I'm going to implore you, how about you go look at your altar and look in the mirror and take these people off your altar that you have done some spell work on. It's time. It's time. Take them off and release them. Unravel the paper. Burn it. Say I release you. If the lick ain't happened back yet, God damn it, let it go. I ain't saying don't do it now. Just give it a time frame and try working out that 3D energy. If a bitch piss you off in the 3D, put their ass in their play. If they still want to get up there and get the woo woo and jack and take it as far as they take it. Woo woo and jack back with them. Don't sit up there and be like, well, I gotta be better than that person. You be better than that person you want to. You be fucked up in the head thinking what you shoulda, coulda, woulda did, and now you can't sleep at night. So now you finna sit up there and drop to your knees or go in your closet and pray and do some Schottenfreude shit. Hide your hand, throw the rock and hide your hand. I ain't gonna hide shit. I don't like you. Bitch, you tried me. Keep it up and I'm gonna do something to your ass. I'm gonna get off in your ass. Less time I gotta think about shit. How they say pick your battles. And if I don't think I could win, okay, I'm gonna go get somebody who can beat your ass. Or I'm gonna go tell somebody who can put your ass in a very hardship place in the 3D. Your spirit is yours. I'm not finna fuck with that. I can't fuck with nobody's spirit no more. I can't wish hatred on nobody no more. It's pathetic, it's worthless, it's useless. Do that make me a golden person? I pray it do. But on this physical level, I'm petty, y'all. And if you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you back. I think God say we can do that. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, ass for an ass. I think they say we can do that. Yeah. What y'all think about that, people? Are y'all learning something? Are y'all that caught up in y'all pettiness, like I was, that you would watch somebody's life go to pure D motherfucking shit just to say I got my lick back? And then you don't even, once and let's talk about those who do get their motherfucking lick back. They don't even say, bitch, I got my lick back. Now we can be friends. Now we can let it go. Neighborhood gangs, they shoot up somebody kid or they fuck with they op. They don't even know how to let it go. Now they going in the funeral home taking the bodies and hurting that. Now they desecrating the mamas at the grave. They just saying, oh, I'm gonna get it back, get it back, get it back. I'm gonna do everything, do everything, do everything. And then when it happened to them, they family said that's wrong. They shouldn't have done that. It's coming back to you because you put it out there. Back in my day, and we had gunplay. I ain't gonna sit up there and say it was all old school 1940s and shit. Well, fisticuff. Nah, bitch. We gonna blow your ass up. We gonna blow you away. But after we blow you away, some shit was off limit. That body, that is not ours no more. You belong to God or the devil, whoever the fuck you was doing with. That between you and them. That body, the funeral man got to make his money. Your mama, she off limits. Your daughter, your kids, they off limits. That's real gang shit. Why the fuck I'm gonna go decimate your whole entire family because of some shit me and you got going on? And then you sit up there and say, well, God got me. God forgive me. He gonna bless me with the best wife, ever long lasting life and shit. Nope. Got a bitch around the corner on your ticking time finna do you down. So people, how many of us gonna go? How many people gonna admit that we been practicing Schottenfreude for eons, centuries, and years? That we guilty of this. We don't. We Some of us don't deserve to talk to God, let alone do prosperity work for other people or for ourselves, because we're too busy getting off, beating off, jacking off on somebody else's downfall and misfortune. Am I saying don't acknowledge your pain? No. I'm saying if a bitch hurt you, put it in their face right then and there. Get that shit out your system, because your mind's supposed to be working on something else. Your mind's supposed to be working on being great. If you got to do any spell, do a spell to get that person out your life. Get that person from around you. Make yourself invisible to that person. There you go. You can make that bitch last forever. I don't ever want this person to see me again. I don't want this person to see me as a friend nor see me as an enemy. I just want them to forget I exist and move the fuck on. Who you think that's gonna hurt? You or them? Because you know what you bring to the table. You know the joy and the gift and the light that you have inside of you. So you deny that person that gift, that light. That's suffering for them. Because one time they got to feel your light. They got to feel your essence. They got to feel it, baby. And if it ain't there no more, and spirit won't allow them to touch it anymore, they in agony, people. That's the trick. And you can have your shortened for the moment just by watching them go to the hell, because they can't get to you. I done did spell work such as that. Motherfucker, I done did spell work such as that, the way I'm inside the store. Motherfuckers, I just could not stand. Standing next to me in the line, in the checkout line. They don't know who I am. They don't know what it is. You just need some black walnut flakes. They don't know who I am, what I'm doing now. I can look them dead in their eyes and they forgot the fuck that they know me. That's a blessing, because I ain't got to deal with that person. That's a blessing, that they'll never be able to touch my light. They'll never be able to get this dick. They'll never be able to touch my cootie. They'll never be able to take my money again. They'll never be able to be around me to find the blessing or the friend or the lover that I was. Yeah, bitch, I could wear that shoe. And I ain't hurting them and they ain't hurting me. Come on, people, we can be better. As spiritualists, we can be better. As humans, we can be better. I hated this man so the dude who would fuck around with my ex-wife, the second one. I actually did a spell on myself that I never to remember this man's face. This man put a gun in my face, came to my house, threatened to hurt me, all that shit. To this day, I could stand next to him and I don't know who he is. Because I knew in my mind, if I knew who he was, I was going to cut his fucking head off. But I did that spell to myself. One of the only spells I did to myself, and that saved me. I don't know how this man looked to this day. And we was face to face. Sometimes you gotta be that person to sit up there and say, my soul, my spirit, my achievement, my higher self, the life I'm designing for me is better than getting my lick back. It's better than any form of retribution. Cause I know if I'm good, my kids good, my family good, my nature good. I want him to stop his dick from working. I want him, I get some requests. I want to make her coochie not get wet no more. I want to make her vagina stink. Man, Lord have mercy. I get some requests. No, I cannot do that. That is not right. Find you somebody else who's into that type of shit. I'm telling you. I get the request. I can charge big money. Yeah, the bitch drop me 10 grand, 20 grand. I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. But then why? Why waste the energy? Because if it don't happen in the time limit I said, now I'm a fraud to somebody. Now I took your money. Now I got anger issues and pettiness with you. Now you saying you hope that whole coochie stank or that dude dick don't work. Now you gonna get with a man 3 years in the fucking and you done got to be in enjoying it. Guess what? His dick stopped working. Keep in mind, baby, that shit is a reflection of you. And it comes back your way because if the universe gonna do it for you, they got to take a little bit of your energy to make it happen. Where are they gonna get that energy from? Your divine, abundant, battery operated ass? No. It's going to take it out your life force. It's going to take it out your willpower. It's going to take it out your nature. It's going to take it out your thought process. So I'm not even finna do that. I'm going to put it in your motherfucking life 3D style. Whether you like it or not, I'm done with it. If you want to go somewhere, I'm going to take it as far as you take it. But I'm not finna let none of this shit occupy any space. I don't need to get joy from your misfortune. Because you know what? Another bitch gonna get joy from my misfortune. And then another bitch gonna get joy from that person's misfortune. So now we just a bunch of sad sacks of human meat bags walking around this bitch enjoying everybody's suffering. Ain't nothing positive coming out of it. And then you say, well, I want to be a millionaire. You just wish this man's whole entire downfall. I ain't giving you a fucking thing. You get it now? Schottenfreude. Our ancestors had to go through this shit. Our ancestors sat and prayed in them barns and wished the slave master died all day long. And the slave masters ain't do nothing but prosper. We sit up there and wish politicians sank and fall and die out and get assassinated and all that shit there. Nothing ever happened to them, and now you done wasted your time hating the Republican versus the Democrat when all the shit is just you reflecting yourself. You hate your boss. You hate your wife. You hate your husband. You hate your ex. You hate the kid that pissed you off. You hate the motherfucker at the coffee house who made your coffee. You hate the motherfucker who made your sandwich at McDonald's. You're wishing, oh, that bitch gonna get theirs. That bitch gonna get hers. He gonna get his. He ain't gonna have a good life. I done said this shit, oh, that bitch gonna get it. It wasn't until I felt the motherfucker fucked me over out a little bit of change this recently. And I wanted to do something. And I'm like, man, that shit just money. I can make that shit tomorrow or I could lose it all tomorrow, either or. I ain't gonna sit up there and go after nobody over no goddamn petty ass dollar bills. Oh, the person who said some off the wall shit to me that I wanted to show enough blast because it hurt my feelings. Because I'm a damn good spiritualist and a damn good person and I care. Then I said, you know what? What's the need of me sitting up there throwing them motherfuckers in a pot? It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. If they have to say some fucked up shit about me, that means that they not clean in themselves. And that shit'll come out in the wash and the rinse when it's time. Am I better than them? No, because I can't stand their ass to this day. I ain't denying the fact that I can't stand them. I ain't denying the fact that I'll never help their ass again. I ain't saying I'm, oh yeah, let go and let God. If I ever verbally conversate with their ass again, I'm going to curse their motherfucking ass out. So I avoid picking up the phone or answering text messages or emails. That's me being big. But if you call that number and you done said some fuck shit to me, and I found out, I'm going to let you know. No, I'm not going to do no magic on you because I don't want you doing it on me. Because I got a great divine protection around me and I don't want that shit coming back to hurt you. And I don't know what the fuck you got around you. And I don't want that shit coming back to hurt me. So I'm going to stay in my fucking lane. But physically, I'm going to put your ass in your place. That's something we all should practice. Put a bitch in their place physically. Stop running to your closet. Stop loving and gaining misfortune from a motherfucker who's suffering. Because if I ever got in a fight with somebody, if you ever got in a fight with somebody after you beat that person ass, You don't want no more hatred on that person. That was a good fight. I whooped their ass. Now you're picking the person up off the ground. Now you're looking back saying, did I kill them? You see how that go? There is no schadenfreude right there. Now you're saying, can that person be okay? Now you got hope, faith, and you care a little bit about the person as a human. But when you can sit up there and wish, hope, and pray for a bitch in your closet, you can take it to the whole nother level. And you waiting for the downfall. So whoop off in the bitch ass now. Don't go in your closet. Curse a bitch out now. Don't go in your closet. Don't do no spiritual work against nobody on some petty shit because they hurt your feelings. They fucked your boo. They fucked you over. Curse that bitch out. Tell them how you feel. Move the fuck on. Guarantee God will protect you. Your higher self will protect you from any negativity that they could throw your way. I'll tell you this, a lot. Barry done killed a lot of people for me. That hurt a lot of people, put a lot of people in the hospital, killed them, hurt them, took their shit because they were fucking with me and I didn't even know they were fucking with me. I got a phone call. Oh yeah, I did spell work on your relationship about 2 years ago to fuck you up. I didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah, and then all of a sudden my life went to fucking hell. Well, I'm sorry your life went to hell, but you shouldn't have did it. I forgive you for it. I didn't even know you threw something at me. God, I hope you get everything back you lost. You see, when you lose that shit in your heart and you want everybody to be well and you handle that shit in the 3D, the spirit man can grow even further. Because we, again, back to the beginning, we deny this so much and think by us denying the flesh that we somehow more spiritual than anything else. Bitch, I'm going to always recognize my flesh. If I want to fuck, I'm going to fuck. If I want to eat something, I'm going to eat it. If I want to jump up and down, I'm going to do it. If I want to take a run, I'm going to do it. If I want to lay in the bed and get me some rest, I'm going to do it. I'm going to always listen to this body because it's the only one I got. I'm not going to deny it. So why sit up there and deny its retribution if it won't? If it hurts you, somebody slap you, slap them back. The body understands, bitch, this is what I want. But we'll sit up there, oh, they slap you, turn the other fucking cheek. We've been taught wrong, bitch. I got 4 of them, and I don't want you near my ass. So you slap one. I got to get you. I got to put it back on you now. This hand gonna come strong at your ass now. Be ready. Think like that, people. You're gonna be okay. Think like that. I guarantee your heart will be good. If a motherfucker piss you off on your job, don't sit up there and hate that person and bitch, you know you tried me and I dare you to try that shit again. You can say it a little more tactful than me. I got a fucked up mind and a fucked up mouth at times. I don't appreciate how you talking to me, what you said, and I appreciate you didn't do this shit no more. But if you cannot help yourself, I'm going to do my best to excuse myself away from you. But if you come to my area, my position, get in my face with the same old shit, I'm going to show you what I know. You didn't make no threat. You diffused the situation. You told the bitch, this is how I want you to treat me. And if they come in your way, you got all rights in reserve to tear that ass up the best way you know how. But don't let your spirit man fight for your physical battles. Don't let your mental man fight your spiritual battles. Fight your physical battles. That's where we mess up at, people. Schottenfreude. If we can get past that shit of getting pleasure from somebody else doing bad, man, we'll be awesome people. We'll be great. How y'all like that? Queen Mighty, you sure enough was. You were telling a bitch, oh, they knew not to mess with you because you were great with your shit before everybody was doing this. Everybody, this is real talk. What the stuff I'm bringing to you guys right now is the shit that I'm fighting myself, the shit that I have to overcome. I'm not saying this shit just saying I'm the guru and I learned this shit. Man, I'm working on this shit with you right now. Every time I say let's heal our ancestor energy, when I do my little solidarity prayer and when I talk about you and let you guys know what's going on and how y'all need to pray this shit out and wish this shit out and hope this shit out your system or heal your ancestors, I'm doing it at the same time you're doing it. I am no better than you. I am not stronger than you. I am none of that shit. I am just bringing it to your attention. And this is how this shit works. We walk around with such anger, malice, festivity in our hearts when we could be using that shit to make our lives better, to work on our novel, to create a new business, to hone our skills to be super duper great. We walk around with the pain, suffering, and I need my lick back. You spend more times on getting your lick back than actually doing anything to get yourself together. And then you say, well, shit, I don't know what I did. I don't know what's going on. Well, I'm trying. I'm trying. I ain't perfect. I may put a bitch in the pot if I feel I got to. But I pray God don't. I pray my higher self look beyond that shit. I'm learning, people. I'm petty as fuck now. I'm learning. I'm learning not to do that. But I ain't perfect. I'm trying. I'm trying. Everybody, how y'all like this morning? How do y'all like that word? It's been said before. It's a German word. It derived from Germany, and they're screaming ass Germans. You ever talk to one? I love it. They even when they talking low, they sound like they angry. I just love it. uh, oh boy. And that German would eat some cheese and drinking some wine, and she gets and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I say, is the wine not good? They're like, oh no, he's saying he love it. I just bust out laughing. I'm like, this bitch angry because he loved the wine. I say, what if they got pissed off? And then I start looking up the word Schottenfreude and all that other shit, and I say, oh, okay, I'm understanding now. It's just that aggressiveness in that talk. But that's a German word. I don't know if it exists in English. I would say sadistic. I would say it's a sadistic word. Misfortune, wishing somebody else's misfortune. Yeah, very sadistic. You don't need to be physically hurt. Just go away. Uh, the frequency chemist. By asking somebody to go away is not wishing hatred and downfall on them. You're really disavowing their nature in your life, and that's a good thing. That shows growth. Now, if you say, I wish that bitch go to ICE and be locked in a cage or go to prison, or now you're wrong. But you saying, I just want him away from me and mine because he's causing this trouble. That's admirable. Good job. That's growth. After all what he done to you, that's growth. That's all. The Ram, what's up, pimpin'? Crystal. TT, what it is, sister? Lede, what's up? Be good to people today. God almost moving you and my kinfolk out that situation. He working on you. Be good to people now. Don't go busting their ass up and cutting off fingers with tweezers. I know how y'all do it up there in Philly. Everybody, I done kept you guys for an hour, 10 minutes. I'm finna let you guys go. I gotta get to the post office, mail out some stuff. A lot of people hit my website up. A lot of people hit my website up over the weekend and they purchased some stuff. I had forgot all about it. I even had a damn website where you could purchase shit. I've been trying to rest up and get my energy back after going to Texas Conclave. So I'm better. Black Karma, now you gotta go and dig her up. Dig her up, Black Karma. Dig her up. Dig her. Go ahead and dig her up. She done had enough. She done had enough. Dig the bitch up. Dig the bitch up, man. No, give it a time limit. Queen Mighty's, I appreciate that. Queen Beijing, always a pleasure, little bit. Always a pleasure. Always. The Ram, stop covering your eye. Everybody, my friend sent me snake skin. I'm afraid to open it, but I opened it with a stick. And it is crazy. So I gotta be careful how I use it. It still had the head, man. Ah! Freaked me out. The kids were laughing at me. They like, you gonna use a stick? Yes. Because I don't know if that snake head gonna get me. They be having poison in the teeth, man. This shit just dry. I think you get a snake head and it got fangs on it. I think the poison's still up in there, right? And it's just dry. So if it touch your wet oil, it's gonna multiply by 1,000,000 inside of you, right? And then you're gonna be dying like a year later because you don't know that the snake teeth got you. So I use gloves, thick ones too. Sean E, what it is, appreciate it. When you gonna be back? All right, Molly, Candace Jackson. I be looking at I am in black. There we go. Where did this logic come from? Where did the logic come from? The logic come from me not fucking with people, and me wanting a snake to fuck with people. Then I had to realize once I had the bitch in my hand, like, dude, are you really gonna do this spell with this bitch? So now I had to make light of it. So I can't do that type of spell with that skin, but I use the snake skin for other stuff. I did. It's all dry and flaky. I just haven't touched the head of it yet. Yeah, Sunila, people do ask for it, but we gotta rise above it. Chastain Stone, sister. Halita, what's up? But Halita, do I have to don't I supposed to send you some water? Because I got some up here and I didn't know. Is it you? Queen White say we need to talk. Okay. Freaks Kim is like, Baron, I'm trying, bitch. You really putting the hard stuff on me. I'm looking at these comments. Resend your address. It's sitting right here. Resend your address because I was like, I don't know this because you know certain people got some matching energies, and I didn't know was it supposed to go here or there. So gotcha. And I don't know who all on my Instagram. I don't know everybody because we use different names. So I didn't know how to respond. But send your address again so I can get that out to you today. I just saved the life by switching. Life by switching to the Baron. I want some snake skin. I got you. Everybody, well, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. But hey, listen, everybody, Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 p.m. The readings, I got them all listed all the way up to August 31st. All the way listed up to, all the way to September. So there's enough videos for September, all those days of September. That allowed me time to free up and do some more stuff, record the new videos, podcasts, and work on a lot more things. I had to take it. So before I get off, I want to explain something. People, I realized something that I didn't know I was doing. Now, I don't know how many people out there like do a reading, record the reading, edit the reading, and then post the reading. I don't know how many people doing it like that. But I realized something. I was getting triple times the energy from a lot of toxic and harsh energies and the fights and the spiritual doings when I do my readings, edit the readings, and then repost the readings, and then look at the readings in the comments in the chat on the days they premiere. I realized I was getting such a high dose of that kinetic energy to people. When I was editing readings, I would literally go to sleep editing and have to wake back up and finish editing because it drained me so much. Touching a reading 3 times like I was doing drains the shit out of me. So I say that to say this, people, I hope you guys can appreciate the amount of energy that goes into posting these readings. I have to edit them. I have to I have to look at them 3 times, and that shit drains the hell out of me to the point I had to take a week vacation off. I should have took 2 fucking weeks. But people, I'm telling you, I hope y'all can appreciate this because this is not an easy job, and I've been doing this for over 4 years. So that's a lot of energy going out the door. So I just want you guys to like, share, and subscribe just a little bit more, people. I mean, it's very much, it's very much, it's very much a hard thing. So I say that everybody, I'm back on track. Next month, everything will be the same as it always was. Patreon, everything. I just had to take a break because I was so drained. And I thank you guys for continuously rocking with me. But everything is going to kick back on during the month of August. I'm back. When I say I can't do it no more, I almost thought about giving up this whole YouTube thing and going into sales, people. I'm like, I don't want to deal with people no more. I don't want to deal with the problems. I say I'm done. But then Spirit say, nope, you are not done. So when they said that, I had to just say, okay, buckle down and do it. I just have to set boundaries. Phone calls outside of hours, I had to set boundaries. Crying, I had to set boundaries. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'm starting to get my energy back. But yeah, I'm still gonna rock with you. I just gotta say, y'all, could y'all just appreciate me a little bit more? I'm begging for this because this is very hard. I didn't understand that I'm touching those readings 3 to 4 times. And the drain, and that's the same energy from when I talk to you, when I do your readings, the same energy because I'm listening to when I'm editing your readings, and then the same energy when I'm watching the readings in the premiere. So that's 3 doses. So I'm it's crazy, but I signed up for it. I can manage it, and the Spirit ain't gonna let me fail. I just gotta get the anger and the stuff out my heart as I do it. So we good. Thank you, Asta M. Baque. I gotta learn how to say these words because y'all be having some awesome names. Miss Bowman, how you doing? Miss Teal Jazzy, what's up? And Houston, Texas is a great place. I love Houston, Texas. The people there are they pretty lively as fuck. They ride them little scooters everywhere. I can tell you that. I wanted to get on one of them bitches, but I did it. I'm like my big ass on that little scooter. I look weird, but I like Houston, Texas. I wouldn't mind moving to that motherfucker. But the heat, shit, that was a boy. I had to change my underwear 2, 3 times. Cause I'm like, man, how the fuck you get sweaty ass? I'm from Florida. We supposed to have sweaty ass crack. Houston, that's a different heat, boy. That will make your booty hole sweat, boy. If you ain't talcum powder or got on some breezy type shits, yeah, it's gonna sweat. And I'm a hygienic Negro here, so when my ass sweated the first time and I had to double shower that day, I say this shit is not happening. So I got me some sweat-proof underwear, boy, that allow that air to blow all up in your ass when you walk. But that is not no heat. That heat is different from Florida. They talking about it's the same heat. Fuck that shit. We got good heat. That shit in Houston, Dallas, Texas, that's old motherfucking beat you the fuck down heat. I mean, my toes were sweating and shit. I'm like, how the fuck I'm sweating in my shoes, man? And I had on aerated shoes. Y'all, Texas, y'all, it's a nice place, good people, fun as fuck. But y'all heat, boy, it's different. That, boy, that's a different heat, boy. Y'all, shit. Think y'all can go out there and run with them Texas gangsters y'all want to get fucked up, y'all. While you sipping a glass of water, them bitches ain't had no water in 3 days and they fucking you up with them. I say no. But I like the spot. I'll visit all day, but I don't want to move there. But it would be cool to move there. I just had to say that. I live like Texas. I see I got my Texas people up here. Florida and Texas got the same. No, hell no. I'm in Arizona. Is Zimbabwe on steroids? Yeah, Arizona is fucking crazy, y'all. Arizona is fucked up bad. Arizona now, y'all gotta. I seen a motherfucker cook a banana in aluminum foil in Arizona. That's nuts. That's nuts. Why you go outside? Like, why you go outside? Just carry an umbrella or something. God damn. I like my little Florida heat. We cooling now, but we in the 80s, 88 and 90. 112 degrees, bitch, that's boiling temperature. That's a fever in a nigga. No, I'm not going outside. No, fuck that. I'm gonna stay in, look out the window, and wave at people. That's it. They make their food in the dash in the car. Wow. Oh boy, y'all crazy. Come on to Florida. Don't leave GA out frying eggs on the sidewalk. God damn. Florida, at least we got an ocean by us. That wind come off that bitch is cool. But man, All right, people, let me let y'all go. I done said my little jokes and I done picked at my Texas people. I'm finna get out this bitch. I gotta go out there and do some squats. I'm trying to get my leg muscles right. I got some nice thighs, y'all. Them bitches coming, y'all. Them bitches coming. Y'all gonna see. I'm gonna take a picture with my thigh sticking out on the camera. Y'all gonna be like, what the fuck is Barry doing with just showing his thigh muscle? Cause I worked on that bitch and I want y'all to see it. More to come. Wait till the end of August, that birthday time. Shit, I'm gonna be showing my thigh muscles and everything. Just take a snap of that bitch Instagram thigh. Bomb. Might put that bitch on Twitter. You better follow it. I'm fed. Everybody, I'm gonna get off here. I'm the Barry telling you guys to trust in you in the universe because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all, people. Soul Tribe.